Jeffrey Holland. I am the Executive Director of the Endorphin Power Company. I'm a licensed clinical therapist, and I have been with Endorphin Power Company for almost 8 years now. All right, so Endorphin Power Company, we're primarily known for our housing. So it's a unique program where we do not warehouse people. It's single occupancy studio apartments, 19 of them, that creates a space for people to come into a safe, sober environment, set and achieve goals with the assistance of our case managers, our staff, myself, and other volunteers. Our program is unique in the fact that people get to choose recovery however they desire, as long as they choose something, and that can change along the way. But what makes us unique is our program is based around our 4 pillars, which are the non-negotiables, which are service, community, education, and exercise. And so every day our residents have to participate in those pillars for about 30 minutes or more a day. And we feel that if you do that, it's a standalone program, or you can use that in conjunction with, say, 12 steps or counseling or a faith-based option, and it will increase your chances of remaining sober and having a healthy, successful life. So the community center located on our campus by far sees more traffic than anywhere else on the campus, mainly because of all the stuff we have going on. So our community center is designed to offer services not only to our residents, but to the surrounding community and beyond. We have, examples would be, we have free yoga classes throughout the week. We've had kickboxing, we've had dance classes, we've had improv classes, fundraisers, benefits, weddings, receptions. We have a community garden. We have a community internet library. But we also have support groups that meet there. So we have 12-step groups. We have a couple faith-based groups. We also have dual recovery groups. We have support groups for people who are loved ones and family members of alcoholics and addicts. So those meetings, which we have at least 2 or 3 every day, are open to the public. So it creates a nice synergy between our residents and the community to where they interact, and it creates more of a normalcy, so people don't feel like they're so isolated in our program. And when they leave, this whole time they're building communication skills and critical thinking skills. So when they leave, they have a support system in place. They've already got connections in place. And of course, the community becomes aware of what we do and gets involved through that as well. The heart of our program is and will always be our residents. So we have 19 studio units, and I guess if it was more about money, we would house 2 or 3 people per room like a lot of programs do, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but with us, we feel that everybody needs their own space and to have a place that they can go into and process how they need to process. And none of the rooms have kitchens or TVs because we don't want to promote isolation, so we have communal rooms for that. We have community rooms where people can watch TV, play games, hang out, do nothing. We also have a giant community kitchen where people who might not otherwise be inclined to interact with people are kind of just put in a position where, you might be cooking a meal next to somebody and strike up a conversation, or you might be shopping, or you might decide to, hey, make a community meal and interact that way. So the program is unique in that it's an apartment complex. It's unique in that we don't warehouse people, and it's unique in that we don't force people to choose a path of recovery that we think is right for them. Our requirements are the 4 pillars, which are basically a holistic approach to being well on a daily basis. But the recovery component is something that we feel people need to figure out for themselves. And sometimes that changes. So we allow the opportunity for people to explore whatever they need to explore in order to find what works for them. So a grant from Albuquerque Involved would actually be beneficial in 2 ways. So it could help us start a rent scholarship fund to bring people in who might not otherwise have the opportunity to go to a program like ours, which is very unique and desirable and sought after. On the back end, it would be a reward for people who have done really well in our program and are looking to move on. And instead of, kind of just going paycheck to paycheck, we could scholarship their last month as kind of a reward and as a way to tell them, hey, we understand times are tight and we want to reward you and all your hard work by giving you the last month for free in order to make a successful transition out.